right, welcome to Fun Food and Facts tonight. In case any of you are new, my name is Samantha Maschari. I am a 3-star elite director with Champion Enterprises. I don't know why I feel like I have to put that in, but I just did. But I guess basically all that means is that I know what I'm talking about just a little bit. Now, not all the time, but in this particular topic, I do. I'm going to tell you that I started coming to meetings right away when I first started in Tupperware. And they used to do this thing where every month that you came to a meeting, and we only had meetings once a month. It was rally, and then we had a team meeting in the middle of the month. So that's all we had in the very beginning. So you came to rally at the beginning of the month, then you got the new theme packet. And so I could not wait to find out the new theme packet. And Pam Callahan was in charge of that every single month. And I loved it. And that really is what started me on my path of themes and loving them. And it got people involved in my party so much more. So I took what she gave me and other people gave me, and then I kind of made it my own a little bit. So I'm going to share with you how I did it and what you can do. So I have 5 points here on my little notes. So if you're taking notes, I have 5 points. Number 1 is come up with 5 to 7 themes to get you started. I'm going to give you some examples, and then I'm going to show you some examples. Some of the examples are the All-American Tupperware Party, Going Green Tupperware Party, Microwave Cooking Party, Mommy and Me or Kids in the Kitchen, Custom Kitchen Organizing, The Berry Veggie Party, a Way Cool Watermelon Party, a Picnic Party, a Backyard Barbecue, or you can make up your own and you can be in the now, like a TBT, which is a Throwback Thursday, or a Wind Down Wednesday. It doesn't have to be what I give you, and you can copy. Trust me, most of these themes I actually copied from somebody else, so don't worry about thinking, oh my, what if I do this and Sam finds out I did it? Okay, do it. It's okay. I'll allow it. We're all supposed to help each other. So I'm going to go over with the number 1. We're still number 1 is create 5 to 7 themes. I'm going to show you my theme book. So this is just a binder I bought. I thought it was pretty. You can get any binder. So I have the oldies but goodies. These are flyers, and then we're going to go over that in a little bit. I did an Ugly Betty Tupperware party. This is when Ugly Betty was really popular and out, and I love that show a lot. It's on Hulu right now, which is nice. This is the South of the Border party. This is a Fill Your Freezer Garden Party. These are just my themes in my theme book. You can have them or not. Going Green Party.
Oh, I like them.
The All-American Tupperware Party.
Ooh.
The Bridal Shower or Baby Shower. The Microwave Cooking Party. This is the Mommy and Me.
Ooh.
The Custom Kitchen Organizing, and on the back is one that I actually did, a before and after of my first one I did. This is the first one I ever did. The Berry Veggie Party. The Flip Flop Party. This one didn't turn out so great. I'll tell you why in a little bit. The Price is Right Party, really popular. The Way Cool Watermelon Party. I'm going to give you some examples of some of the stuff you can do at the party too. The Picnic Party. And then these are old ones when Tupperware actually came out with their own theme book, which was really nice and trendy and very professional looking. But oh, okay. Sorry, Chris. Thank you. Okay, sorry, I muted it right. Thank you, Chris. Okay, so I want to give you some examples of what I did. So at the All-American Tupperware Party, this is both. I'm not going to go to number 2 yet. I'm going to give you these examples. So the All-American Tupperware Party, when I made it, I thought, what can I do at the party to make it All-American? Because we cook at most of our parties. I mean, I do. You don't have to, but I find it's easier for me. So I had the 3-piece round vent and serve set, which I called the Bear Collection. And I called it that because it's small, medium, large. So it's a Papa Bear, Mama Bear, Baby Bear collection. So I called it the Bear Collection. And just so you know, when you make up names for things like that, people really catch on to it and they like it. So it's the bear collection. So I get my bear collection out, and I'm going to give you a little visual. I hope this actually is a good visual. I did this like a year ago on Fun Food and Facts before I recorded. Anyways, I get, my dog is, shh. I make a burger cake in it. So I use a yellow cake mix, and I use a chocolate cake mix, and I cut because I use the big one for the yellow cake mix, and I put it in the microwave for like 6 minutes. Then it comes out and it has the rounded edges on it like a burger, and then I cut it in half like a bun. And then in the smallest one, I put the middle one, I put the chocolate cake mix, and then I take that out, and that's my burger. Isn't that fun? And the smallest one I would use to mix up the frosting. So I would put frosting in there with a little bit of yellow food coloring, and I'd put that on top, and then I would sprinkle little mini chocolate chips on top for the sesame seeds, and I'd take my little chopper and I'd chop up the strawberries for the ketchup, and I'd use our knife and I'd cut up the kiwi for the pickles, and then you could use like coconut and put like green food coloring for the lettuce. Anyways, you see the point, right? I made it the all-American party. I did that. It was so much fun for the kids to make. I even did it in the Crystal Way soup mug, so it was individual. Yeah, you can do that. I did it because I really wanted to talk about the Benton serves, because when I first started out, the Benton serves were my love, love, love. So it was like a way to talk about the Benton serves, and that's what I did. The Going Green Tupperware party, you can bring the towels, the water bottles, or pack your own lunch. Some of this stuff takes a little bit of time for you to do the research, because the Going Green party, you might want to find out about like how much people throw away. It's about how much they could save, and find out your ounces for stuff. And if you bought the big thing of applesauce or made your own in the Smart Steamer, you could individualize them in the snack cups, like, and how much money you'll save doing that, and how much money it costs. So you put a little research into it, but people love that. And then you can have something to pass out, right? People like that. I also want to talk to you about the Way Cool Watermelon Party, because this was way cool. People loved my Way Cool Watermelon Party. So in the stack cooker, I'd make a cake, but I only used the pop. So it was a white cake mix and the red pop, like the Faygo pop, you know what I'm talking about? And I'd put that together and mix, and I put it in there. And then I'd also put chocolate chips in it, and then I would cook it. And then I would put green food coloring all around the outside of it. So when you cut into it, it looked like a watermelon. But it didn't taste like one. So if you didn't like watermelon, that was okay. People love that one. The backyard barbecue, I used marinade. You can use the hamburger press. And now that we have the grill, you could actually use the grill, or you can actually grill. And then the throwback Thursday was like retro pieces. Wind down Wednesday, you use the corkscrew, the chip and dip bowl, and the cheese knife. Those are all like
education.
Really nice things that you can do. So anyways, those are just some ideas for the themes. And I was taking more time on them because I wanted you to understand themes are really important, okay? Number 2, create them and grow your collection. Create the themes. I see what much I meant. And grow your collection of Tupperware. Use what you have, sample new stuff, or borrow too. So I understand some of you don't have all the pieces to do this, so you create what you have. So in the beginning, I only had a few pieces, and I would make different themes from it. So you could do the South of the Border party with your Power Chef, right? Making salsa and or guacamole. You could do a breakfast party with your breakfast maker and your Power Chef. You could do the, what else could you do? Oh, you could do like a blizzard party. So you could make it like an ice cream party. So there's lots of things that you can do if you just have your kit. But think about what you can do to add to your kit that will, that you can get half off or free, especially if you're going to have your own party, right? Or you host your own party, or you collect your own orders, or your hostess doesn't take her half off, your half off orders, like at a party, and you could take that if she doesn't. Sorbet party. Yeah, you could have a sorbet party now, of course. Like, I love the Say Yes offers every month. The last year has been so great because you get one recruit in and you get it. It's great. So yes, so if you don't have them, you can sample or borrow them. Make a flyer and invite to match the theme. So what I did to make a flyer was I just went to Word and made a flyer. And so I'm going to share my screen for a second with you guys because I want you guys to see what I'm gonna. So let's share this. I'm going to open this up. Can I move this? Yeah, I did. Okay. All right, so I want you to see something. Let's see if I can move you guys down here because I can't see what I'm doing. So this is my website, which most of you know about this website. If you don't, I'll give you the thing. It's at the top, twteamspirit.weebly.com. If you go down here to, let's see, where's my themes? Where are my themes? Oh, here we go. Party themes. I don't know why party themes is under how to do Facebook parties. That's so weird. I'll have to go through here and fix this. But anyways, party themes. So I have them all right here if you want them. You can use what I have. You can make your own. Here's a watermelon salsa recipe. I forgot I had that. How to de-seed a watermelon. These are great handouts to do for your watermelon party. Your mommy and me party flyer and the invite, the organizing flyer, invite, very veggie flyer. So you can see that I made the flyers and invites. So you guys are welcome to use any of these. If they're in red, so you click on the red to open the flyer. If they're in red, you just click on them. That's how my thing is. So if you go on here, like even under recruiting, and you see it, if it's in red, you can click on it. So yes. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to show you. The second thing I want to show you, I gotta move you guys, is PicMonkey. So you can use PicMonkey to make your flyers. So you can design, you can do a blank canvas, you can do a template, you can do whatever you want. You can do it 8 by 10, you can make your own size of what you want. So let's just say you're gonna do it 8 by 10, you open it up. You can make your own stuff. You know, this is how I make a lot of my flyers. I use Word a lot, but PicMonkey's nice to use, you know, because you can do so much stuff with it. You know, you can change your colors, you can add things to it. This is the free one. You can add text to it right here. You can add backgrounds and images. You can add your own images and overlays. You can pick things up like, oh, I like the hearts. So put a heart down, especially if you're gonna do a Valentine's Day theme. You can make it bigger and change the color. You can put text inside. It's really easy to use, and there's tutorials all around this. So if you need help, you can get a tutorial. So I wanted to show you this, but I also wanted to show you, let me move you guys again because I can't see on my thing. If you have PowerPoint and you go to PowerPoint, and you just click the white one right here. You can do any one you want, but just the white one is the like blank one right here. So let's just say you want to do an invite. You are invited. Okay, I'm just making this up, okay? Up in the right corner. Come to my party. Okay, so again, this is just made up, right? I'm not doing anything fancy to it. But I want you to see that when you go here, if you save it as, see where it says PowerPoint? Go down to GIF, G-I-F, save it as a GIF, training invite, save, and then you go over to where you saved it, right down here, training invite. There we go, and then you go to print. Down here it says copies per page, 4. You can put 4 to a page. And if you get cardstock, then that's how you make your own invites of whatever you want. And you can even save it as a blank one. So if you're making something and save it as blank, you can go in and change it whenever you want. So you just save the PowerPoint as a PowerPoint original, and then you can go in and change it as you want. So I just wanted you guys to see how I make mine. You can also, if you have Publisher, if you have Publisher, it's so much easier. If you don't have a Mac, if you have a Mac, you can't really use the same Publisher the same, but if you have a non-Mac, use Publisher and you can do the same exact thing on it, and it's really, really, really easy. So I just want you guys to see how to make your flyers and your invites to match it. So when you're sending their invites out, then they're like, oh, come to our Italian party. So I'm going to tell you some things I made up along the way. So I did this Italian Tupperware party, and I don't remember how I did it, but I remember how I did it, but I remember how I came up with it. So I went to the store and I found like, when you go to Italian restaurants, like the red and white checkered, talking about like the tablecloths. So I found one of those and I put it in my theme box, and I had some like candles, even though I didn't really light them, I just had candles. And then I know this sounds so silly, but I used to have the most creative mind in the world. I'm just sharing with all my creativeness with you. And I took like yellow string, in the yarn section. And then I bought those little round, like almost for planets, those like styrofoam things. And I painted them brown, and they were 3 different sizes on them. And so that was my dating game. I'd say, if you want to play my game and pick a party, one of them is party, one of them is a gift, and one of them is whatever, I think. And I wrote down, like, if you pick the smallest one, it's a party. If you pick the middle size one, it's a gift. If you pick the biggest one, it was something else. And so I wrote it down. I said, I have it written down, so I'm not tricking you. So it's a chance. If you want to play my party, you can pick a meatball. So it was like a spaghetti and meatball. That's what it looked like. It was really cute. Anyways, do something fun like that. But I only had to do it once. It took up a lot of time to get it ready, but it was worth it because I had it for the next time. So anyway, any questions about that, let me know. Go ahead and participate in the comments. I love chatter, so go ahead and chatter. So number 3, I already told you, make a flyer and invite to match the theme. So it matches the theme. Number 4, print out the flyer and the invite and put them in a binder and page protectors. So here is the page protectors. And I think this is this oldies one is one from Pam Callahan from back in the day. Actually, a lot of these are from Pam Callahan. I didn't have to even remake them. And she used to go one step farther, because you want to get the page protectors in a binder. So here was the flyer. And then she had like something specific for it. Like this one is receive a gift for each challenge you achieve, complete all 4 for an extra bonus gift, so she made that up. This was the actual invite, pre-done. And she had games in here, like the oldies but goodies. So about the Jello ring, the Jello salad, and the harvest mean, so things you can do with one of the oldies. So she had all of this stuff so that you can have handouts for your parties. The Jello ring Twinkie dessert, the Wondelier bowl set, the no-fail. So she had all these recipes and stuff. And she made it. I'm sure if I know Pam Callahan, she probably had this saved on a computer somewhere, because she's super smart like that. And then she had this sitting there, so she had the example of it. But then if somebody wanted it, she could just print it out. Does that make sense? I hope it does, because there's not a lot of chatter, and I'm hoping that what I'm saying is like getting through to you. I did this because if people can't print from computer, right? And you want your original copy too. Like when we went to the meeting, they gave them to us in this little like page protector. So all we had to do is get a binder and add to it. It was fantastic. And then I just added to it on my own. So number 5, take the parties. Okay, this is how you're gonna get people to use this. So take this to parties and pass around and tell them to pick out their theme for their favor and write it on their order form. So my order form I do at the very beginning, because it's like their worksheet, because that's how I communicate with them later. So I will say, all right, guys, we're going to play a little game. I want you guys to think hypothetically that every one of you said yes to having a Tupperware party. I know not all of you are going to have one. Some of you don't even care to ever have one. Never, 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 which is fine. But we're just going to do hypothetically, okay? So I'm going to pass this little theme book around that I have, and I want you to look through it, and I want you to write down on the top of your order form what party theme you would choose if hypothetically you were having a party. And then we would go around after they did it, because they would do that while I'm kind of do the demonstration. Like, so we're going to do the demonstration, but you look at these and write it on your order form. And then when everybody's done, this has already gone around, say, okay, guys, I'm going to give you can do points or Tupper bucks or tickets or whatever to share what party theme you chose. So Pam Callahan, you chose what? Marcia, you chose what? You go around and you'd say that. So like, who chose what? And then it gets people excited and you're talking about it. So when you sit down with them at the end, you say, okay, so you chose an all-American Tupperware party. Are we going to go ahead and put that in the book? and you shake your head. Yes, and that's really how the theme book works. Because a lot of people, they're like, oh, I want to do the all-American one. They didn't even think about they wanted to have a party. It's just this was in their lap and it looked fun and it was something they could theme. And you could say, I have something different I do at every party. So they can say, oh, I wanted to do that one. Well, that's okay. We'll do a different recipe for your all-American Tupperware party, right? So you could do that. The picnic party, I would do like a potato salad, right? Something you take on a picnic with you. Oh, thanks, Chris. See, I love the chatter. Thank you. So if you theme it, they will come. I love that, Callie. It's so great. It's true. But yeah, so that's really how you use your theme book. This is really important to have this. I personally think I'm going to redo mine a little bit to make it a little bit more now and up to date because I haven't done it in a while. I used to do theme books all the time, and that's people, especially in the summertime, they love theme books. But I had stopped, and that's one of those things you stop doing. You go, why would I stop doing that? That makes no sense. But I'm going to be doing that a lot more because it's more fun, and it is a lot of work in the beginning, but it's only one time and then it's done, and then you have it and people love it. So, all right. Anybody have any Q&As or comments? Go ahead and put them in the chat. I told you this is going to be real quick one tonight. It's 6:23, well, 9:23 for some of you. So I was going to be done in a couple minutes by 6:30. I thought it'd be an easy one tonight for you guys. I would page protect all the pages. All the pages?
I'm just saying that because if all you see is oldies but goodies, they don't know what that means.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, you
if
totally
you have some of the pages, maybe not all of them, but like these are some of the recipes that we could do at oldies but goodies. This is an invitation that I can mail out to your friends and family so that they have some idea of what does that oldies but goodies mean.
Yeah, no,
what's
I
a berry
love that.
veggie, and then when they're not tearing apart your book, knowing what does a veggie party mean. So
yeah, Sonia says it's like a collage. Actually, you could have the flyer on the front, and then on the back you can have a collage like that. Like that's a great idea because
right.
when you flip it over, you can see what it is. And on some of my old ones, these ones, some of them are original, but I remember my original theme book, I actually had recipes they could choose. There was like 3 recipes they could choose from each one. So if they were like, oh, what's this? And I go, oh, that's what it is. And I did have that on some of my old ones, but I don't know what happened to my original theme book. I mean, some of these are original ones, but the book that I have with other stuff in it, I don't know what happened to it.
It's better to make a new one anyhow, because that way, frankly, I don't have those pages, all that stuff on my computer. I got that from Pam.
Oh.
And then we just printed everything out and gave it to you guys at the meeting, and I presented it like it was all mine, but it wasn't.
I loved it. I'll tell
Yeah.
you, it was one of my biggest favorite things. And I was always like, Kelly did that. Cavs are playing, LOL. Okay. Go Cavs.
They're not doing so good. That's why I'm in here.
I love the theme book idea. I have a theme list in my binder with top info to show at parties or shows, but having a separate one is an awesome idea. Oh, great. I'm glad you like that. Yay. So I hope you guys use this. Okay, so I'm going to be done recording so I can do the last 5 minutes with you guys. So I'm going to stop recording now.